Right, okay. The signature takedowns are now done. We've got every last one of those on all 8 tracks. And now, before we get on with GP10, we might as well sweep up the challenges, just to make this official 100%. And if I can remember where I was before, I think it was tier 2. And we are going to do White Mountain first because, well, as I said before, I hate White Mountain. So, we need to win a race without crashing. That's going to be pretty hard. And the other one is, we need a high score of 10 million. I think we can get that. So we're going to head to the crash zone. And we're basically going to use the classic crasher. Alright, here we go. And just as I would have suspected, I get started with... And just as I would have suspected, I get started with the mobile diner. Although to be fair, this probably is a good choice. But I think I would be better with the classic Crasher C170. And I'll probably also get a thumbnail of this thing because I think this might be the best thumbnail car I get. And also because in general I just like this car, if you know what I mean. I think this car is nice. It also looks good as well. Just saying. Okay, enough messing around. Let's try and see if we can get 10 million on the board. Maybe. Maybe we can, or maybe we cannot. Depends on how we do from here. We've definitely gotten the gold already. We've definitely gotten the bronze already, so maybe we can get far enough with this. Once the chaos ensues. If there's any more. And I think there will be more. I hope anyway. And there we go. Maybe we can get close enough to 10 million. I hope. There we go. We've got 10 million, and we also got our target car as well, so that's pretty much our first challenge on the challenge sheet. That's our first challenge sheet cleanup, now complete. And basically, one of the reasons I did that was because I landed on the container. And also because I had a car with a pretty good crash level as well, so there we go. First challenge done, now we have to do the other challenge. And now we can move on. And there we go, we got the Crash Stack Trophy for White Mountain. And all I had to do was head to a bridge and use the classic crasher to get it. And I also get the credits again for whatever reason. But there we go. Our first challenge is now done, so now we have to do the other challenge. And that's to win a race without crashing. That could be tricky. Unless I use one of the slower cars for this game. It needs to be a race. I know that. But because the insane speeds we've been driving recently, I now know are absolutely not going to get the job done. We need to use a slower car. I think we need to use a car that has a speed in the 180s. I think that's what we need to do. And that is what I will do. Because I am going to use... This is a tough one. But I think I know which car could be useful for this. Yeah, we'll use the limited M-Type ST. I think this might do it. We'll see how we go, but I think this car should get the job done. So we might as well use it. And we'll drive this thing. Yeah, let's drive it in red. See how we go. And now we have to get down to the most feared part. Is it 1 lap or 2 laps? Please be 1, 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 please be 1. Okay, it's 1. Okay. I think we should have a chance. A minimal chance, but still a chance to get through this without crashing. I just need to do it in a slower car, basically. That's pretty much what my plan is for this. I know I need to win, but I also need to make sure that I do this. Also, I'm pretty sure the AI have slowed down as well. And I almost got wrecked there. Yep, these AI want me to die. However, I'm going to do everything in my power to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Because if I die, then I will just restart. Simple as that. I don't care what happens anymore. I just want to get this absolute bitch of a course out of the way in terms of the challenges. And I just want it to be gone. I think using one of the slower cars is probably the best shot I have of really breaking even. I got the signature TDs now, so all I have to do is make sure that I get this event out the way without hitting anything. I think I can do it. It'll be hard, but I think it's possible. I am using a slower car after all for that very reason. And I think because the AI are inconsistent when it comes to position changes, I might just have a shot of actually pulling this off. As long as they don't wreck me first. Because I really want to make sure I do not get wrecked by the AI. It is imperative that I get through this without being wrecked. I also need to make sure I win. That's how I get there. I don't care what the rating is. As long as I win without crashing, that's all I care about. And then I never have to do this again. Basically. Unless I decide... Oh my god, that was so close to disaster. I was just inches away from being wrecked. That should have been a 100% wreck right there, but somehow I escaped. Okay, I'm out front. I don't care what the rating is. As long as it's enough to get me the win, that's all I care about. Thank God. I actually survived this place without crashing. And now the White Mountain Challenge sheet is done. Although I still hate White Mountain overall. And yep, that is the White Mountain Challenge sheet now done, and as a result, we've now got the EA Racer GT. Stonks. Anyway, I just needed to use a slower car, and then I would get it. That was how I won this without wrecking, and that was all I had to do. And credits again, even though I have not reached 100% officially yet. And that's now 55 challenges done, and we've added 8 takedowns. So that's now everything at White Mountain done. All 3 signature takedowns, and all 8 challenges. Which means this is now, I think, the third track, from what I know, where we've got all the takedowns. And as a result, we've now got the EA Racer GT. And I think that's also the third car we've now won. Because the Euro Classic we won from Eternal City, and the Criterion Racer we won that from Central Route. So I think I want to split these episodes up into parts, because I figure it might be easier for me to know which is which. And I think because we've already done Eternal City, White Mountain, and Central Route as I said before, I think what we'll do next, I just head over here. We still have one to do at Sunshine Keys. I think I can probably get that one. Should I do this one, or should I not? You know what, yes. We'll do this one. I think it's only going to be one lap. Also, I think if I don't do this, then the episode will be relatively short, and some of you might also be disappointed, so I might as well do this, and we'll see what happens. And I need a car that's a bit slower. At least one down to the 180s. So I think for this one we'll use... Now we used this car before, so I think this time let's use... Yeah, we'll use the tuned M. We'll use the tuned M type for this. And then it means I have got something else done before this is all said and done. Okay, so now we must finish the Sunshine Keys race without crashing. Okay, let's go. Alright, we know what we have to do here. Is it going to be one lap only? Yes, it is. Okay, we pretty much know what we have to do here. I know the AI are obviously going to be ruthless, because typically that's what they are, but I think because I am using a slower car, I should have a better shot of getting through this without being wrecked. From what I know, I think I should be able to survive this, as long as I keep it together. That's all I have to do. And somehow, I dodged a bullet. Don't know how, but I definitely dodged a bullet there. And that guy wants me to die. And it looks like speed might be a problem here. Unless the inconsistency of the AI helps me out. Okay, speed might be a problem here. I think I am having a severe speed problem at the moment. And I took out the Black Elite Racer, and I could tell because it had the green windshield. And that guy slots ahead of me. Not too surprising. I think pace might be an issue here. Just need to somehow stay alive, and then I should be fine. Oh, this is dangerous. This is pretty dangerous. Okay. We got it. Come on. Come on. Yes! We've done it! I did not think I was going to get that first try, but I am so glad I did. And that is now the Sunshine Keys challenge sheet all done. Cool and good. Alright. We've now got the Custom Classic for completing the Sunshine Keys challenge sheet. And boy, is this thing a hot rod. And there we go, another race one without crashing. See, it doesn't matter what you get rating wise. It only matters if you win without crashing, and that's exactly what I did. And I think the credits are going to keep showing up, because we got 100% in terms of the campaign. But either way, there we go. So we've now added another So we've added a total... Excuse me. So we've now added a total of 12 takedowns overall to our total. And the revenge takedowns still remain the same. And we've now got 72 of 77 cars in our garage. And we've also completed 56 challenges. And aside from that, we have also completed 4 challenge sheets overall, as we've driven 80 perfect laps overall, and surprisingly still just 1 burning lap, which surprises me. And the crash damage has increased to nearly 913 million, which means we might not get to 1 billion before this is done. Although it won't really matter because, well, we've now done every challenge in Sunshine Keys and every challenge at White Mountain. So that's now 2 courses done, and I think what we'll do next, we might as well finish off Motor City. Except for saying that I will need a faster car for this. As we've got 4 challenges to complete at Motor City. We need 4-way payback, a race win without crashing, 3 revenge takedowns, and of course there is the high score. So I think we'll do Motor City next, because I think we can fill that out. But either way, those are your stats after 31 episodes, and next up on Burnout Revenge, we are going to do the Motor City challenge sheets in terms of challenges to finish. Motor City is up next. Stay tuned.